WMIX and WMIXsports.com, where you can watch or listen from any device. Lady Rams basketball on WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Lady Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. From the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, the Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
Welcome into Carbondale High School as night number 2 of the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament begins with the Mount Vernon Lady Rams taking on the Massac County Lady Patriots. A very pleasant Friday evening to you, wherever you may be listening in on AM 940, WMIX, as well as online at WMIXsports.com, our worldwide address for Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. I'm Danny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play tonight as we are split apart here to try to cover as many games as possible, as Chris Hugo is in Salem with Jared Shaner for the Rams game against Edwardsville tonight at 8:30 on the FM side of the dial. Welcome you into Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Centers continues to expand their service in Mount Vernon and Salem. After your next collision, ask about free detailing as long as you own your car. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. Both teams are on the floor as we begin here tonight. About 8 minutes before the start of this one, I'll take our first break, come back and talk about this Carbondale Midwinter Tournament, to set up the schedule and some scores to get you caught up on the records in this tournament here at Carbondale. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy offers convenience and great service, all for the same cost. Our pharmacy staff is so helpful. They're always ready to answer any questions you may have. You'll never wait hours for your prescription. We'll get you in and out in just minutes. Or, for added convenience, use one of our 2 drive-through windows. For those folks who prefer to stay home, our delivery service will bring the medications to your front door or your workplace. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black to tell you more.
Home delivery does make us stand out from the crowd. Independents like the Medicine Shop offer home delivery. People find that so convenient, and not just seniors, but also busy professionals. Delivery to work or to their home once they get home in the evenings is just a service that sets us apart from our competition, absolutely.
It's so easy to transfer your prescriptions. All it takes is a phone call from you, and we'll take care of the rest. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy accepts Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many other 90-day plans. The Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple of hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Back to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. Powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Community First Bank, the title sponsor of high school sports on WMIX. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. As I welcome you back into the Landers Collision pregame show. Big or small, Landers Collision Center fixes and now details them all. Premium detailing is now available at Landers Collision Center. Call anytime you need them. 188-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Mount Vernon and Massac County warming up on the court here before the start of this one at the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament. 16 tournament, no trophies given out, no anything, at least at this point. There are 4 teams that start with M here, and there are 2 teams that start with C. Your brackets so far updated, actually records so far. Mascoutah 0-1, and then Mount Vernon, Massac County, and Carbondale are 1-0. Already played tonight. Marion is now 0-2. Collinsville 1-1 in the tournament. Your scores from Monday night were as follows. It was Mount Vernon beating Mascoutah 51-33. Massac County beat Marion 55-30, and Carbondale beat Collinsville 69-58. One score tonight. Collinsville beat Marion 49-38. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. He's glad to help your family with your insurance needs. Give his office a call and find him on the web at TonyWilton.com, or look for him in that white State Farm Jeep around town. The last game tonight here will be Carbondale and Mascoutah. That'll start around 8 o'clock. Let's take another break, come back, we'll talk about this rematch between Mount Vernon and Massac County. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Hi, this is Monica Wilt, relationship banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has the best of both worlds. We are a locally family-owned bank that can offer you the big bank products and services. Products like free checking, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have the products and services to meet the needs of your personal and family life in today's world. Stop by any People's National Bank branch and ask about any one of our great products.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
For 16 years, I wrote about the area's great teams. Now I'm part of a great team, the sales team, Schmidt Ford of Salem. Hi, folks, it's Mike McManus, and I'm proud to be part of the Schmidt Ford family. Whether it be a new or pre-owned vehicle, let me or any other of our professional sales consultants help you find your next car or truck. You'll be glad you did. So stop by Schmidt Ford of Salem or visit us online at schmidtfordofsalem.com.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
Welcome back to the Landers Collision pregame show. Landers Collision Centers can fix that small fender bender or major collision of any size vehicle. Now they can detail 2 big or small. Landers fixes them all. It's 1-888-LANDERS. Denny Czerwinski here in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Mount Vernon and Massac played on November 29th of the Nashville Invitational Tournament. Massac won 51-48. Courtney Scarborough led the way with 21. Hannah Owens had 13. Mount Vernon shot 50% from the field but lost. When Massac was 19-26 from the free throw line, Mount Vernon had 30 turnovers. That was back on November 29th. Tonight's rematch, of course, Mount Vernon 9-5 coming into this ball game. Massac County is 11-5, a member of the Ohio Division of the River to River, and of course, a 3A school when postseason comes around. We'll take one more break. When I come back, the starting lineup and the opening tip. The starting lineup, of course, brought to you by Page Insurance. I'll have those in that opening tip. As I mentioned, you're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Construction, heavy hauling, emergency vehicles, agriculture, forestry, utility services. Within these and countless other essential industries, the guys and gals who do the toughest work count on one heavy-duty truck more than any other, the Ford F-Series Super Duty. Day in and day out, built Ford Tough, diesel and gas powertrains enable F-Series Super Duties to pump out plenty of horsepower and torque, along with great fuel economy. At Ford Square, we have cashback incentives up to $5,500 on F Super Duties and a great selection right now. Come see one of our sales associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rest. And you can also view all of our inventory, new and pre-owned, at fordsquare.com.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS, that's 1-888-LANDERS.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Time for the starting lines brought to you by Page Insurance. First for the Lady Patriots of Massac County, coached by Keith Shelton. They will go number 10, Jesse Douglas, number 20, Natalie Bailey, number 21, Summer Clapp, number 22, Grayson McBride, and number 43, Emily Ford for Keith Shelton's Massac County Lady Patriots. They come into the game with a record of 11-5 as they are a member of the Ohio Division, of course, of the River to River Conference, a 3A school in their second year playing in the regional. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, of course, coached by Jeff Lynon. They will go with a familiar lineup they have a lot of times this year. They will go with Claire Ryan, number 10, number 12, Courtney Scarborough, number 34, Micaiah Rush, number 35, Hannah Owens, and number 44, Isha Sanders. For Jeff Lynon's Mount Vernon Lady Rams, the starting lineup sponsored by Page Insurance. The WMIX Mobile Studios, sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how I got down to the game tonight. We'll be watching scores all night tonight on the Tony Wilt scoreboard update. Tony Wilt's glad to help your family with your insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams will be in their home whites tonight, trimmed in orange and black. Massac County will be in their road reds, trimmed in white and blue. Three-man officiating crew here tonight. Dale Brookins is one of the officials, and I do not know the other two, as we get ready to go here in this one. And we get ready. This game is supposed to start at 6:30. It'll start about 7 minutes late. Not bad on a first night of the tournament, or first game of the tournament. Tip controlled by Massac County. Quickly the other way. Horde goes to the left block, cut off. Douglas left baseline, gets to the rim, cut off. Now throw across the lane. Isha Sanders will get to Fowler first. Teams first, and quickly Massac County inside. Summer Clapp will go line to shoot. 2 on the reach-in foul. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC. Clapp at the line makes the first. She'll get another. Massac County on the board first early and quickly. 1-0 early on. Winning Edge. Basketball's heating up. Don't get caught without your Rams gear and Lady Rams gear. Check out Winning Edge for a variety of Rams T-shirts. That's the Winning Edge in Mount Vernon. Massac County got the offensive rebound and then was able to get a shot up by number 21, Summer Clapp. She's got 3 points to start the game. It's 3-0 Massac before Mount Vernon can have their first possession offensively. Hannah Owens, deep right wing on the hold above her head as Massac County is in a man-to-man. Sanders left side to Scarborough, back top of the key to Claire Ryan. Just underway here at Carbondale. Lady Rams down 3-0 to Massac already. On the right wing, Scarborough has it. Lob pass inside. Owens on the block. Triple team shot blocked. Rebound tips around. Massac County had it. And we'll go to the Lady Patriots the other way. Into the front court, Emily Horde on the dribble. Mount Vernon right now man-to-man as the Mascoutah Lady Indians come into the building for the game tonight against the Terriers. Bride with it, and they'll swing it around right wing. Micaiah Rush got in the way. Pass tipped. Out of bounds, it'll go back to Massac County on a side out of bounds in front of the home bleachers across the way. 3-0 Massac on top, 7 minutes to go in the first. Horde will bring it to the top of the key. Micaiah Rush tries to cut her off. She goes to the rim, and she's fouled. And early on, the quickness of Massac County and the ability to get to the rim, hurting the Mount Vernon Lady Rams early on. That foul's on Micaiah Rush, her first team second. The Mount Vernon Rams will play Edwardsville tonight at the Salem Invitational Tournament. That game will begin at 8:15 on the FM as pregame and at 8:30 tip. No video tonight at Salem due to the blackout rules, so you can listen to it, though, online at WMIXsports.com. First free throw up by Horde is good. Second one off the front of the iron. Hannah Owens with the rebound for Mount Vernon. She gets it to Ryan, and she'll dribble into front court, and Massac has a 4-0 lead here early on. Ryan goes left wing to Sanders behind the three-point line. Look for Owens. Now right elbow to Scarborough. Scarborough dribbles to the baseline. Her shot from 10, no good, and a foul. And early on, if you have early dinner plans, you're not going to get there. All these fouls being called. That foul's on Clapper first, teams first. And that'll send Courtney Scarborough to the line. She had 21 points the last time these two teams played back in November, including 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. As she makes the first. Lady Rams get on the board at the 6:35 mark of the first quarter. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. First Bank is at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking member FDIC. Scarborough makes them both, cuts the lead in half to 4-2 with 6.5 to go in the first. Horde across the timeline goes left wing. Up above her head is Bailey. Bailey 2 dribbles top of the key. Leaves it over on the left wing for Horde. Now they throw it inside. Up will go Douglas. Shot good and a foul. Douglas to the line for the complete the three-point play. And Massac County is playing a lot more, as I say, in the NBA. A lot more energy so far here in this second game of the night of 3. We'll give some scores here in just a second as Oakville leads Carlisle at the end of 1 at the BIT. And at half, Mount Vernon Indiana leads Fairfield 30-20. As Claps completes a three-point play. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. He's glad to help your family with anything. Visit him online at TonyWilt.com. Mount Vernon turns the ball over. Massac the other way. Horden misses the shot. Took one across the bridge of the nose by accident. Rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Rams will come across the timeline. Down by a score of 7-2 with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Ryan across the timeline. Left to rush. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now to the right elbow. Now to the wing. Top of the key 3 coming on the way. Off the curl at the top by Ryan is no good. And we got a foul again on the whistle. And we'll see what's going on. Massac staying on their end. 21 red. That is on Clap. I believe that's 2 on Clap. Yep. So she picks up a couple quickies. So that'll send in Mackenzie Cowgill into the game. And number 22, Grayson McBride, comes out. She's got a jammed finger. That can't feel good. Inbounds to Sanders in the right wing, up to the right top of the key. That's Clara Ryan. Back to Scarborough to Ryan, top of the key. Talking to Keith Shelton before the game, he's got 2 or 3 players on a field trip to Lexington, Kentucky. And I told Coach, I said, I don't blame him for going down there. So he's kind of short-handed tonight on the bench as Mount Vernon turns it over again. Their second one, 7-2. Lady Rams trail here with 5:28 to go in the first half. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We got some new information going on there all the time, and we'll love to have you follow us like a lot of people have already today at WMIX Sports. Massac County on the weave out front. Down the lane, left side goes Douglas to the rim, and she's fouled, and Hannah Owens will pick up her first. And right now, early on, the quickness that Massac can get on their dribble penetration, causing Mount Vernon much difficulty in playing defense. And that'll send Miss Douglas to the line. She has 2 in the game already. First free throw from her is up and in, and Massac County quickly out to an 8-2 lead here in this one. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking member FDIC. She also makes the second one. She has 4, and it's 9-2. Massac County by 7 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ryan across the timeline, left corner to Rush. She's holding and takes 2 dribbles. Picks it up, skip past right wing, Isha Sanders. In the corner to Ryan. Back on the right wing now to Scarborough. She goes to Sanders, top of the key. Back to the right wing, Clara Ryan has it. 2 dribbles to the free throw line. Backdoor Rush was there, didn't give it to her. Sanders wing, now back to Ryan. Left corner to Rush. Massac County stifling right now in their man-to-man. They've swallowed up on Hannah Owens and another turnover for the Lady Rams. That's 3 already in the first 3 minutes. Massac quickly the other way. Horde across the timeline. Right wing. Back out front to Horde. Horde on the dribble, gives it out top of the key to Cowgill. Down the lane she comes around Scarborough. Layup no good. Rebound put back. Massac doesn't go in, and Mount Vernon has the rebound after 2 more chances going the other way. Mount Vernon rushed to the left block, cut off. Has to pull back out to Scarborough. Now to Ryan on the right wing. Claire with it at the waist. Follow us I should say like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Great way to keep up with some content. And right now, Massac's defense one step quicker than what Mount Vernon can throw the ball around the horn and get it into Hannah Owens. By the time they get it there, there's 2 or 3 red jerseys around her. Mount Vernon trailing 9-2 after having a nice win on Monday night against Mascoutah. Not having that same vibe. Backdoor pass on the inbounds play goes to Claire Ryan. That is her first 2 points of the game, and it's now 9-4. Massac quickly the other way to the rim. Shot no good from Cowgill. Rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Lady Rams want to run the other way to the front court. Micaiah Rush left baseline. Left block Owens. Back to Rush on the wing. 3.5 to go in the first. Rush goes top of the key to Scarborough. Right wing to Sanders. In the corner to Claire Ryan with 3:30 to go in the first. Ryan dribbles to the block now to Sanders. Her shot from 10. No good. Rebound Massac County. Lady Patriots want to run the other way. Front court Cowgill. Right wing goes to Smith. Up and in and a foul. Boy, nice play. Forward to Cowgill. And Cowgill will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And it's 11-4. Lady Patriots on top. And that foul is on number 44, Isha Sanders, and that is her second. Team's 5th. Lady Rams right now running in mud. Slow, and that free throw's good. Cowgill has 3. And it's 12-4. Lady Rams down 8 with 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Ryan across the timeline against the Massac man-to-man. Ryan comes to the right side. Over on the right goes to Sanders. Sanders, 15-footer is good. Isha Sanders knocks that shot down, much needed for Mount Vernon, and it's 12-6. They've cut the lead in half. Inside pass to Blue Shoes. That goes to Jessie Douglas. Left-hand hook is good. She's got 6. 14-6. Mount Vernon trails by 8. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven tonight here to Carbondale by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. And Mount Vernon has the ball. 1-4 set at the high, at the elbows. Owens top of the key now. Left wing to Micaiah Rush. Now to Scarborough, top of the key. 2-3 dribbles, looks over and goes left wing to Claire Ryan. Ryan dribble penetration to the wing. Sanders kick, 10-footer left side. The box is good. Isha Sanders has 4. It is 14-8. Massac quickly front court. Douglas corner. Inside lob pass tip. Recovered, though, by Coakley. Her shot tipped around, no good. Recovered in the lane by Hannah Owens. Hannah's dribbling in the front court. She's going to go coast-to-coast. Layup too strong. Rebound weak side goes to Rush. Has her pocket picked. Body's on the floor. Rush gets the rebound offensively. And now Ryan has it right wing. 3 on the way is up and good. Claire Ryan knocks down a 3. She has 5, and it's back to a 3-point deficit. Massac leads Mount Vernon 14-11. Forward at the timeline. Right side pass to Cowgill. Holds at the waist. Comes off a ball screen. Pick and roll. Didn't use it. Douglas left wing. Douglas will lob pass inside to Coakley. Now right corner. That's to Cowgill. Layup up. No good. Rebound Coakley. It's no good. One more time for Massac. Shot blocked and a foul. Mount Vernon right now can't get a rebound, and that's the 3rd foul on Isha Sanders in the first quarter. That's the 6th on Mount Vernon, and we're only 1:34 left in the first quarter. First free throw up and in by Cowgill. They can shoot some free throws. We'll have a scoreboard update the next trip up and down the floor. Sponsored by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. We can tell you at West Frankfort and boys play tonight. Heron beat Johnson City 52-44. That one just completed at West Frankfort. And the second free throw also good. So Cowgill will come out. And off the bench, she's got 2, 3, 4, 5 points already in this one. It's 16-11. And Mount Vernon down 5 here early on. Ryan with it into the front court on the right side on the dribble. Goes to the baseline. Still on the dribble. Picks off. Layup up on a look is good for Miriam Hester. She came in for Sanders. And a great assist. Makes it 16-13. Mount Vernon only trails by 3 with 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. Left wing for Massac County's Bailey. Dribbles to the top of the key. Picks up that dribble. And she's looking for anybody. Leaves it behind her for McBride. McBride with it as Lady Rams go man-to-man. Under a minute to go in the first. They go inside on the jump hook to Coakley, and it's good. She went right over Hester, and it's 18-13. Mount Vernon down 5. Ryan will bring it into the front court. On the top of the key goes left wing to Hester. She holds at the waist, triple threat. Now skip pass right side, elbows back to Scarborough. 15-footer is long off the mark. Rebound goes to Massac County. They've dominated the board so far. Up on the right side, it's Horde to the right elbow. Kicks it in the corner to Bailey. Bailey, long three on the way. A little long out of her range. Rebound goes to Ryan. Scarborough lost it out of bounds, but it was off of Massac County. And with 22.4 seconds to go in the first quarter, Mount Vernon will have an opportunity to try for the last shot. They also have the possession here. They'll start the second quarter. And Jeff Lana will bring in Peyton Hayes. She had a little trouble getting the warm-up top off. She's got to tuck her jersey in. That drives coaches crazy. You call on somebody, can't get out of their warm-up top, and then they come in, their jersey's not tucked in. Some coaches, like the ones on my left, don't have gray hair yet. They don't know what that is. Scarborough gets it in to Ryan. Ryan will bring it across the front court with 18 seconds. Scarborough has it deep right wing with 15. Scarborough's looking for Hannah Owens. There's 12 seconds left. They go around the left side to Rush. Over to Ryan. Ryan back top of the key with 6 seconds. Ryan with 5, still top of the key with 4. Ryan with 3, with 2, goes right side Scarborough. 3 on the way at the horn. It's no good. Into the first quarter. Massac County 18, Mount Vernon 13. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon offers a state-of-the-art collision center. When your vehicle needs repair, come see us. Our collision center offers expert repair using top-quality products at competitive prices on any brand of vehicle. We work directly with most major insurance companies to make your visit as easy as possible. You'll get fast turnaround guaranteed. Customer satisfaction is our number one goal.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball.
Into the first quarter at Carbondale. Massac County leads Mount Vernon 18-13. Denny Czerwinski here in Carbondale for the Lady Rams. We begin the second quarter. Mount Vernon has the basketball. Rush in the right corner with it. Now on the right wing to Ryan. Ryan has it and will dribble to the top of the key, and Mount Vernon will set up an offense here. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Top of the key, Peyton Hayes has it. Hayes goes right wing to Claire Ryan. Ryan now top of the key to Hannah Owens. Owens with it. Over on the left wing to Peyton Hayes. Now back to Scarborough, top of the key to Owens. On the right wing, extended. Now over to Rush. Rush with it. Now left wing to Scarborough. Mount Vernon takes their time. Collinsville beat Marion tonight 49-38 here. And boys play Johnson City lost to Heron at Frankfort 52-44. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. Give us off of the call and find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. Left side pass Mount Vernon. They ran about a minute off the clock and they threw one in the front row of the bleachers. That's only their fourth turnover. Massac County went the whole time without a turnover. And another score at Sparta boys play. Murfreesboro beat DuQuoin 46-32. As that one is the first of three over in Sparta. Massac down the lane, Horde to the rim, shot no good, rebound Sanders. Sanders for the Lady Rams will live it off front court, who almost picked off, and it is, but isn't. Massac had the possession, they stepped out of bounds on the sideline. This Saturday sports show, well, every Saturday morning on AM 940, also online at WMIXsports.com. From 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, the show's already booked. We'll let you know later as they get into Hannah Owens, and that's her first 2 points of the game, and Mount Vernon cuts it back to a 3-point lead. 18-15, Massac quickly into the front court, Horde on the dribble. Top of the key, Mount Vernon man-to-man, left wing pass goes to McBride for the Lady Patriots. McBride dribbles in the corner, now they go top of the key to Douglas. Douglas looks over, lob pass inside Coakley, tipped by Peyton Hayes, turnover Massac County. Lady Rams coming to the front court. Scarborough left wing to Ryan. Ryan between the circles on the dribble. Now goes right side to Micaiah Rush. Rush with it in the corner, Peyton Hayes. holds at the waist. Owens on the block, turn, spin, jump shot short. Rebound by all red jerseys from Massac County going the other way. Up into the front court, left wing, Douglas to the rim, around Owens, good. Boy, Massac County really runs the fast break very well, and it goes to a 20-15 lead. In the first game this year, Grayson McBride, she's a starter, she had 17. Horde had 15 for Massac back in November. Ryan with it on the right side on the dribble. Picks up that dribble, goes right corner Scarborough. Hester will come in to the next dead ball. Scarborough goes right elbow jumper, glass good. The bank is open late in Jackson County as Scarborough knocks another one down. She has 4. It's 20-17. Mount Vernon hanging around here early on. Front court, left side, Horde to the rim, blocking foul rush. That'll be her second, team 7th, and that'll send Emily Horde to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, maybe 2. It is 2 shots. There you go. With 5 Jefferson County branches, responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to say, welcome back to Personal Banking member FDIC. As Community First Bank's the title sponsor of high school sports on WMIX. First free throw was good by Horde. She'll get another. She makes them both strokes nicely. She has 3 in the game, and it's 22-17 as Mount Vernon keeps battling here. Down 5. You would think they'd be down by more with what's going on. Another tag on that Tony Wilk scoreboard update. Oakville leads Carlisle at the end of 3 at Benton, 30-29. At the end of 3, and a tight one as Oakville stubbed their toe the other night. Long 3, Ryan on the way is no good. Rush gets the rebound, has to throw it back in. Massac County steps on the sideline and turned it over. Turnover for both there in that case. Mount Vernon will get the ball underneath their own basket. Also, at the end of 3, Fairfield Cats come back to take the lead 41-37 over Mount Vernon, Indiana. That's at Carmine boys play. Ryan at the top of the key will set the offense for Jeff Lonan's Lady Rams. Front court for the Lady Rams. Right side rush. Has to go top of the key to Hester. Hester left wing to Scarborough to Ryan in the corner. Lob pass inside, tipped and stolen away. 6 turnover on the Lady Rams. Horde into the front court for the Patriots. Horde goes left wing to Douglas. Baseline she comes. Pick and roll tip stolen by Hester. They were looking for Coakley underneath. Couldn't get it to her. Good defense by the Lady Rams. Ryan into the front court. Massac still man-to-man. 22-17 Massac by 5. Hester top of the key to Ryan. Massac man-to-man. Everybody pinned down underneath the three-point line so far. Ryan with it. Top now right wing pass to Owens to Hester. Now back to the right wing to Ryan. They go in to Hannah Owens, and she got taken down and lost the ball. 4th turnover, Lady Rams. Massac the other way. Out of bounds tip. Goes to the Massac County Lady Patriots. Stay tuned for the Second Chance Auto halftime show. And then Mount Vernon, they have a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. That's the reason Second Chance has been around for 33 years. Largest selection in one location, no sales gimmicks, just honest deals on great vehicles. That's the reason why they've been here 33 years. See for yourself at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Right wing, top of the key for Dow. Douglas has it down the lane. She comes left-handed. She misses the shot, blocked, rebound, Hannah Owens. Mount Vernon right now playing Douglas like a righty, and she's going left and getting to the rim quite easily. Front court left side. Mount Vernon will bring it up as Ryan comes left to right now, goes on the pass in the wing to Hester. Hester on the dribble, top of the key, Scarborough to the free throw line. Down the lane, shot from 10 glass, rattles off the iron, no good. Rebound, tips around, and jump ball, and it'll go to Massac County on the alternating possession. Massac right now leads 22-17. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank. Free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one, member FDIC. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We have new content score updates going up there constantly all throughout the day and night. Top of the key. Girls score. We'll get to this in the next dead ball. Actually, we'll go now while Massac dribbles around. Mount Carmel leads Goreville 18-12 at the end of 1 at the El Dorado tournament. No word on how many points Tyra Buss has. She probably has 24. Timeout on the floor brought to you by the Medicine Shop. As Massac County takes a timeout, Medicine Shop Pharmacy is proud to sponsor the Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. During the timeout, let's take a break. We're at the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification.
WMIX Sports is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Some score Scores from around Southern Illinois. Girls scores, I said, Mount Carmel over Goreville at the end of 18-12. In boys play, Johnson City lost to Heron 52-44 at Frankfort. And at Sparta, Murphy beat DuQuoin 46-32. And in girls play here, Marion lost to Collinsville 49-38. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. Give his office a call or find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for that white Jeep around town. Emily Horde to the rim is fouled on the dribble penetration. Hester, her first, team's eighth. And that'll send Emily Horde back to the line to shoot two. She has 3 points tonight, 2 of those on free throws. Saturday Sports Show will be tomorrow morning here on AM 940, as well as online at WMIXSports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. as Horde misses the free throw. We have guests lined up talking at WMIX Sports social media question of the week will be coming as well. We can tell you in boys play to piggyback on that scoreboard update as Horde makes the back end. It is Bree Central 16, Jabot 15 at halftime at the NIT in Nashville. Here it is 23-17, Mount Vernon down 6, 2.5 to go. Scarborough on the right wing to Hester. Hester with it will have to come back top of the key to Rush. Rush on the dribble, off a ball screen to the free throw line, left elbow, now left corner pass Ryan. Baseline, she comes, and Ryan throws it away up the middle of the lane. Massac comes running the other way. Horde gets to the rim, pass from Calgill, no good. Rebound on the floor, goes to Massac County. And the Lady Patriots will send number 22, Grayson McBride, to the line. She was the leading scorer in November and has yet to score in this one, as that is the second foul on Hester. So Hester has 2, Rush has 2, and Sanders has 3 for the Lady Rams here in the first half. That could prove troublesome as you move along. The thing that's kept Mount Vernon in this game is the missed free throws from Massac County. The last time, Massac 19 of 26 against Mount Vernon at Nashville. Second free throw, no good. However, Douglas sneaks in for the rebound, misses the shot, gets her own rebound. Jump ball possession arrow will go back to Mount Vernon on the tie-up with 2:12 to go in the first half. 23-17, Mount Vernon only down by 6. Can't complain too much here so far, being only down 6. Ryan into the front court top of the key. Left wing pass Peyton Hayes. Long three on the way from Peyton. Rattles off the mark. Rebound hits the floor. Rush had it, lost it. Ball squirts out. Left corner. Let's see who it is off of. It is off of Massac County. It'll remain Mount Vernon basketball. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest, member FDIC. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We're getting ready to put some new content on there as well. Give us a like while you're floating around there. We know there's Facebook fans at least right now. Top of the key inside. Owens, glass shot, no good, but a foul. Hannah Owens will go to the line to shoot 2. She was hacked on the elbow. Third foul on Massac County, and this will be number 10, Jessie Douglas, her first as well. And Owens will go to the line. 1:45 to go in the first half. Mount Vernon trails Massac 23-17. Free throw up and rattles off the iron. She'll get another. Free throw shooting not very pretty here so far for either side. As Owens will get another. Her second one rattles home. Hannah gets her third point of the game, and it makes it 23-18. Mount Vernon down 5 with 1:42 to go in the first half. Horde across the timeline goes left wing. That is Bailey with it to the top of the key on the dribble. So looks over the defense. Right wing to Cowgill. Inside our left corner pass Horde. Inside to Douglas cutting on the block. Gets around Owens, jump ball, Massac ball, alternating possession. So they'll have to inbound. Underneath their own basket. Triggering. Cowgill, left wing to Horde on the dribble 2 times, top of the key. Here comes a 3 on the way, is up and rattles off the iron from Cowgill. She couldn't chase her own rebound down as Hannah Owens beat her to it. Lady Rams coming to the front court, Rush on the dribble. Between the circles, right wing to Scarborough. Scarborough goes top of the key to Ryan. Ryan holds, now takes a couple of dribbles, left corner to Peyton Hayes. She wasn't ready, has to corral it, left side. 1 minute to go in the first half. Mount Vernon down 5. 23-18 to Massac County here in Carbondale. Rush on the right wing from Scarborough. Had to corral it one-handed to Owens, top of the key. Mount Vernon very patient right now. Ryan has it and has it tipped and stolen away. Horde on the run the other way. The run out for the Lady Patriots, up and in. Emily Horde has 5 in the quarter, 6 in the game. 25-18, Massac by 7 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan dribbles to the front court volleyball line. Massac man-to-man. Lady Rams have the possession arrow to start third as long as there's not another jump ball in the second quarter. Rush holds top of the key right side, Peyton Hayes. Hayes at the waist, being hounded. Now goes left to Hannah Owens with 18 seconds. Now back to the right side to Ryan, deep right side on the wing. Ryan, 2 dribbles, back to the center circles with 10 seconds. Jeff Lonnon calling a play. Ryan goes to the right side, ball screen. That'll be a push. Peyton Hayes got knocked down by number 24, Mackenzie Cowgill. That'll be her first, team's fourth. So Mount Vernon will trigger underneath their own basket with 5.8 seconds to go. Massac County only has 4 fouls. They could foul Mount Vernon twice to keep shots from going up. Scarborough triggers in the right corner. Ryan to rush top of the key inside to Owens. Owens up with 1.8, scores at the horn. Nice play, Mount Vernon. And the first half ends on a Lady Rams basket. Massac County 25, Mount Vernon 20. We'll take a break and come back with the Second Chance Auto halftime show. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Rend Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Rend Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at TonyWilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
If you've been trying to buy a car with a challenging credit history, you've discovered that it can be discouraging. But there is good news. I mean really good news. Not all buy here, pay here dealerships are the same. Second Chance Auto really is different. For 34 years, Second Chance Auto has guaranteed to give you the best value for every dollar you spend. Listen, did you know that at some dealerships, if you buy an $8,000 vehicle with minimal down, it could end up costing you $2,000 more? At Second Chance Auto, they'll explain how you can save more on the total cost of your vehicle. No surprises, just honest deals, bank rate financing for all, and a truly dependable vehicle with the best value for your hard-earned dollar. This tax season, use your refund where it will go the farthest. Let Second Chance Auto earn your business and your trust. You won't be disappointed. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call today, 244-4582.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
Halftime at the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament. It's Massac County 25, Mount Vernon 20. On the Second Chance Auto halftime show, the Second Chance Auto Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and budget. There's a reason. Second Chance Auto has been around for 33 years. They offer the largest selection in one location. No fancy sales gimmicks, no pressure. See for yourself at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Halftime score 25-20. Mount Vernon trails Massac County. I'll take a break and come back with scoring and stats from the first half. You're listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS, that's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Halftime at the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament. The Massac County Lady Patriots lead the Mount Vernon Lady Rams 25-20 here after 16 minutes of basketball. Danny Czerwinski welcomes you into the Second Chance Auto halftime show. Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. There's a reason Second Chance Auto has been around for 33 years. They offer the largest selection in one location. See for yourself at secondchanceauto.com. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams 7-12 from 2-point range, 58%. 1 of 5 from the arc for 20%. Lady Rams go 8 of 17 from the field in the first half, 47%. Massac County 7 of 18 from 2-point range, 29%. They missed both their 3-pointers. The Lady Patriots shot 33% from the field in the first half. Free throw shooting, Mount Vernon 3 of 4, 75%, while Massac County was 11 of 16 for 69%. Rebounding, Mount Vernon led 15-11. Turnovers, though Mount Vernon led that as well, 9-3. Massac County had 5 players score in the first half. Jesse Douglas led the way with 8. Then there was Mackenzie Cowgill off the bench with 5, Emily Horde 5, Summer Clapp 4, and Jessie Coakley 2. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, they also had 5 players score in the first half. They were led in scoring by Hannah Owens and Claire Ryan with 5, Courtney Scarborough with 4, Isha Sanders 4, and Marion Hester with 2. That gives you a halftime score of Mount Vernon trailing Massac County 25-20. I'll take a break, come back. Start of the second half here from Carbondale. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
When you hear the warm, inviting sound of a crackling fire, what comes to mind? A rustic campground? A cozy cabin? How about the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center? Our new family lounges feature a lot of comforts you might not expect. Things like this. No, that's not a babbling brook or serene stream out in the countryside. It's a 2-story waterfall located right here at Good Samaritan. And that's not the only way we're raising the bar for patient comfort. We've added lush healing gardens, as well as wall after wall of beautiful artwork, all designed to create the perfect healing atmosphere. And if all this sounds like music to your ears, we encourage you to check us out. Chances are, we're not too far from where you are right now.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Watch the Lady Rams online at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Ren Lake College.
Welcome back to Carbondale High School. Halftime wrapping up here as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams trail Massac County 25-20. Danny Czerwinski here. Jeff Crow, Chris Hugo, and Jared Shaner on the road, or if not already there, at Salem for the second game of Edwardsville versus Mount Vernon. You can listen to that game on 94.1 FM or online at WMIXsports.com with a pregame around 8:15. There will be no video when the game starts at 8:30 due to blackout restrictions at Salem High School. Some scores from around Southern Illinois. In overtime, Fairfield and Mount Vernon, Indiana, 53-all ahead in overtime. At the half, Mount Carmel now leads Goreville 37-16. At the end of 3 quarters, Madison College Prep leads McClure at the Chick-fil-A tournament in Belleville 58-40. And also, Tyra Buss, as I mentioned, Tyra Buss in that game against Goreville has 28 of 37 in that one so far. Some finals. Over on the boys' side, it is from the West Frankfort tournament. It was Heron beating Johnson City 52-44, and Murfreesboro beat DuQuoin 46-32 at Sparta. In girls' play tonight here at Carbondale, it was Collinsville over Marion 49-36. 38. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Mount Vernon and Massac County both in their huddles, 25-20. This game mirroring a lot of the same things the other game did when these two teams played back in November at Nashville. Lady Rams shooting their 50%, Massac County shooting their 35, 39, 40% from the field. That's exactly the way it was when the game ended up there at Nashville. And in the first quarter at Salem now, another score's come in. Centralia leads Effingham 8-5 at the end of one. The losers of that game and the winners will play Mount Vernon Edwardsville. We'll tell you about the Winning Edge. Basketball's heating up. Don't get caught without your Lady Rams gear. Check out Winning Edge for a variety of Rams T-shirts, hoodies, caps, bags, and more. Find a Winning Edge in Mount Vernon at 212 South 9th Street or on the web at winningedgeusa.com. Both teams in their final huddles. Mount Vernon will have the basketball to start the second half. Saturday Sports Show tomorrow on AM 940 right here online at WMIXsports.com from 8:08 to 10 a.m. We have all kinds of guests to cover around. Of course, Jeff Lana and Scott Gamber will be on. We'll have Benton girls basketball coach Andy Salone. His team's won like 100 games in a row. Just kidding, maybe 10. They're going for 11 tomorrow at Murfreesboro. We'll have Jason White, who does color commentary for our sister station Wing FM in Mount Carmel, as Mount Carmel boys and girls basketball in a row right now. Shane Witzel of Woodlawn as well as Mount Vernon on their first possession of the half, threw it inside and got it picked off, and Massac County comes into the front court, Horde with it on the move. Top of the key, Mount Vernon Lady Rams will go man-to-man to start this one. On the right side is Douglas. Douglas has it. Goes left side, left corner now to Brewer. Brewer back top of the key. On the right wing, they go back to McBride. McBride has it. Now goes top of the key to Horde. Horde now goes right wing to McBride. She'll go right wing. Three ball on the way coming from Clapp. Up, no good. Rebound tips around the lane. Everybody's using fingertips to try to go for it instead of jump. And the rebound goes to the Lady Rams. Ryan will bring it in the front court. Mount Vernon down 5. Just underway in the second half, 25-20. Left wing Sanders. Left corner Rush. Rush holds above her head. Comes off the screen, top of the key to Claire Ryan. Dribbles to the right side. Ryan comes off the ball screen, top of the key. Still on the dribble. Picks that dribble up. Goes right wing to Rush. Rush back top of the key to Scarborough. At the dribble. Now gets a ball screen from Sanders. No pick and roll available. Scarborough goes to the rim. Shot glass long off the mark, out of bounds. Let's see who the referee says. It'll be Massac County basketball. Oh, we have an overrule. I'm going to credit Jeff Lana for being very quick because he pointed the other way towards his team very quickly, and I think the referee bid on it, believed in it. Left corner inbound, side to Scarborough, back to Rush on the left wing, top of the key, Claire Ryan. Ryan goes dribble right side, now goes back top of the key to Scarborough. She gets a ball screen from Sanders. Her man switches off and picks her up. Massac switching on those defense on the ball screens, and now Ryan has to retrieve it near the timeline. Comes back to the left side to Sanders, holds above her head. Isha looks right wing, skip past Scarborough. One shot or one step triple fake. Three on the way from Ryan from Scarborough. Off the mark, tipped around in the lane. Rebound put up by Scarborough's up and in. Mount Vernon. Claire Courtney Scarborough has 6 and is 25-22. Mount Vernon down 3 with 5:50 to go in the third. Horde at the top of the key. She'll go left wing to McBride. Holds above her head and looks. Mount Vernon also man-to-man. McBride ball screen now top of the key. Pass to Clapp. Over on the right side, that is Bailey. Bailey inside. Pass tipped and stolen away by Scarborough. Lady Rams coming to the front court, running right side. Ball tipped out of bounds by Horde, and it'll go back to Massac County. If you're tired of big corporate banking, of a choice in Jefferson County, Community First Bank's at home at Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Sanders triggers out top of the key to Ryan. And Mount Vernon will reset their offense as they begin on this possession, looking to tie the game up with a 3 maybe. Ryan left wing, got away with a little French step. Probably could have got called for the travel, but she dribbles back out. Overtime at the BIT, Carlisle and Oakville at 39. Top of the key, Owens. Owens right side to Ryan. She dribbles in the lane, left-handed, down the lane, shot no good. But Claire Ryan will go to the line to shoot too. Another guest of the Saturday Sports Show is here. Andy Shalhoub's here. He's scouting Darren Kennard in the right corner. He's going to come on tomorrow. We're going to talk about high school conferences, midwinter tournaments, whatever else, whatever kind of else, as Ryan misses the first free throw. That'll be on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. on AM 940, also online at WMIXsports.com. Ryan misses them both, and it's going to be Massac ball because Massac tipped it and Mount Vernon tipped it back off their hands. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Across the timeline, Massac Horde throws right wing. That's to McBride, man-to-man. McBride goes to the rim shot, no good, and a foul. Kind of an odd call. McBride was the one forcing the issue out of control. Got the NBA call, and she forced the action, and Rush picks up her third, first on the Lady Rams. And that'll send Grayson McBride to the line. She had 17 in November and scores her first point of the game here. 26-22, Mount Vernon down 4. Massac County just can't seem to pull away from the Lady Rams. Second free throw, no good. Late rebound goes to Claire Ryan in the middle of the timber. Ryan across the timeline. Top of the key. Looks on the left, goes left wing, Micaiah Rush. Rush has it, goes top of the key, Hannah Owens. Owens will look. Now goes right wing to Scarborough. Scarborough has it, top of the key, Rush. Rush down the lane on the dribble, lob pass, no good, and it'll be a turnover. It'll go back to the Massac County Lady Patriots. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We are putting constant new information up, whether it's score updates, finals, or other such information. Putting plenty of it on there as well. That's on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Coming the other way, Massac County with it to the right side. Horde goes back to the left wing. Lob pass, right block. Coakley up, no good. Shot missed, a point-blank layup. Break from Mount Vernon. Lady Rams on the rebound. Ryan Owens into the front court. Looked for Ryan. Couldn't get it to her. Now does on the top of the key. Ryan will reset the offense. Right wing pass to Scarborough. Man-to-man from the Lady Patriots. Inside pass, Hannah Owens. Shot, layup, good. Hannah Owens has 7 as she starts to heat up a little bit. And it's 26-24. Lady Rams, the closest they've been in a while, down 2. Right wing is Bailey. Goes top of the key. Coakley leaves behind for McBride. One dribble, now goes top of the key, leaves it for Douglas. Douglas holds it above her head, left wing to Bailey as Massac keeps popping out on the wings. Now to get a curl in the lane on the wheel. That's a shot blocked by Sanders. Rebound goes to Douglas of Massac County. Her shot over the rim, no good. Now that's another rebound for Massac as Hort gets the rebound. And Mount Vernon had it and lost it and had it stolen away. And what are we going to call here? Well, we got a reach-in foul. That's going to be on Sanders. And that'll be her 4th. Second on Mount Vernon. And with 3:23 to go in the third quarter, Mount Vernon down 2. Massac with the ball. They trigger in right corner to Coakley. Now they're going to reverse it around. Douglas comes down the wing left-handed, block shot foul. Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2. And I believe the foul is going to be on Hannah Owens. And that's who it is. That's her 2nd. So Sanders has 4, Owens has 2, Rush 3, Hester 2. Not much foul trouble there, but starting to become a factor as Douglas will make the first. She has 9. 27-24, Massac County by 3. Douglas will be at the line to shoot 2 more, or 1 more. 27-24. Second free throw up, short. Rebound goes to Massac County. Horde has it up on the rebound, goes to Douglas, and she scores. Horde got the rebound, left it for her, and it's 29-24, Massac by 5. Missed opportunity for Mount Vernon. As Mount Vernon right there had an opportunity to get something done and couldn't get it done. Up on the top of the key is Scarborough. Down the lane between traffic. Shot up, no good. Rebound, though, to Hester, up and in. Miriam Hester with a nice putback. And it's now 29-26. Lady Rams down 3 again with 2:45 to go. Horde into the front court for the Lady Patriots. You'll see highlights tonight on Channel 3. Darren Kennard's here. Horde to the rim, throws up a wild shot that's no good. She falls to the floor. Rebound to Hester, Lady Rams. Ryan will bring it to the front court as the Lady Rams look to tie against the man-to-man of Massac. Scarborough right side from Ryan. Inside lob to Owens. She's double-teamed. Back to Hester, top of the key. Passes left side to Scoble. Scoble goes back to Ryan. Pass picked off, going the other way, and that's a foul. Scarborough got the foul, so Horde wouldn't get the layup. That's the fourth on the Mount Vernon Lady Rams as a team. With 5 locations in Jefferson County, quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports, your place to keep up some content. Just posted some content at halftime. Information about this one. Massac County, that's not a foul. That is not a foul. I didn't even know it was called. Scarborough picked up her third. The Massac player drove in and then fell down, and they called a blocking foul on Scarborough. That'll be her third. Massac the trigger in the corner. Brewer, corner pass now back where they were. That is Bailey for a three. It's short, no good. Rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Ryan has it coming the other way for the Lady Rams. Up the front court, right wing Scarborough. Goes inside to the 15-foot mark. Baseline shot is good. Courtney has 8, and it's 29-28. Up the right side. Natalie Bailey on the wing. Thought about it. Back to Horde, top of the key, left wing. Goes to McBride. Back to Horde. Mount Vernon man-to-man to Douglas, left elbow. Left wing pass to McBride as she dribbles to the right. Now goes down the lane. They're going to call blocking foul. And another one where Scarborough is moving her feet. She picks up her fourth. And, man, that's the 16th foul on Mount Vernon. Massac has 1. Jeff Lana in some disbelief here, but Massac threw it in, and Horde got it in the lane and scored. And Horde has 7. And it's 31-28. Mount Vernon's down 3, and in some major foul trouble now. And there's a foul. That's a. We'd like to welcome our Avon, Mary Kay, and Maybelline into the house, because if that's a foul, nobody's going to be around to play the end of this one. If that's the first foul on McBride, and they kind of made that one up. That's called scoreboard watching. They see the foul 6-2, and they change it. That ball turned over by the Lady Rams. Going to the rim the other way. Up, no good on the layup is McBride. Rebound to Hester. She had it, lost it out of bounds. 6 turnovers on the Lady Rams in this third quarter, and they're only down 3 with 1:10 to go in the third. Ball got away to the southwest or southeast exit here, Carbondale High School. NBA inbound. Referee threw it in. Bounced it over there as Horde gets the top of the key. Right wing to Cowgill. Goes to the rim, and that's a charge. Okay. I believe it because he called it. Other than that, I don't believe that was much of a charge, but interesting. Mount Vernon inbound. Scoble trigger. Massac's going to pick up full court man-to-man. Guarding the inbound. They throw it into Ryan. She'll go up the right side. Claire Ryan will bring it to the front court. Pass left block. Hester up and in. Miriam Hester has 6 points off the bench. It's a 1-point game for Mount Vernon. Down 1, 31-30. Lady Rams have battled all evening long and still in this ball game. Horde goes left wing. 2 Lady Rams down to the floor. McBride has it on the right wing. McBride goes back top of the key. That is Bailey, and there are 37 seconds left. Will Massac go for the final shot? Bailey to the right corner on the dribble, leaves it to Douglas on the left wing. Massac County will have the ball to start the fourth quarter if there are no more jump balls. Horde top of the key. Wasting, running the clock with 20 seconds to go. Massac leads 31-30. Now off to Cowgill, right wing to Bailey. Bailey looked, nothing there with 12 seconds. Now top of the key, there goes McBride to the rim, foul. Basically, what you can do, it's kind of an NBA thing going on right now. If you can get to the rim, hit somebody, and throw your arms up, you're going to get to go to the line and shoot too. That's basically what's happening, at least on one end of the floor. First free throw from McBride is good. She'll get another. Massac shot 16 free throws in the first half. This will be free throw number 6. And McBride has hit 3 out of her 6. 33-30, inbound to Mount Vernon with 6. Ryan in the front court to Hester with 5. Right wing Owens with 3. Owens in the corner, Scarborough with 1. Three-pointer at the horn, no good. End of the third quarter. Mount Vernon trails Massac County 33-30. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
3 quarters in the book here at Carbondale. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams trail Massac County 33-30. Denny Czerwinski here on the call as Mount Vernon will start the fourth quarter on defense, down 3. Massac with a basketball in the front court. Massac with it left wing. Left side, McBride has it. McBride with it. We'll look, and we got a timeout. Keith Shelton says, I need a timeout. It's a 30-second variety. Keith Shelton says, hey, I got to take time to look at all kinds of things here. This timeout brought to you by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. They're proud to sponsor the Lady Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. A scoreboard update with some boys' scores at the BIT tonight in overtime. Oakville beat Carlisle 53-44. And overtime, also at Carmine, Mount Vernon, Indiana beat Fairfield 65-59. At Belleville East, Madison Prep beat McClure 74-52. At West Frankfort, Heron beat Johnston City 52-44. And at Sparta, Murphy beat DuQuoin 46-32. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. 7+ minutes to go here in the game. Mount Vernon trails 33-30. Massac County with a basketball. Mount Vernon trapping defensively, and now they're going to have a foul. Scarborough, I believe, tried to jump in and play defense, got a little over-aggressive, went to the floor and hit her head on the floor, and that's her 5th. No, maybe not. Tell me it's her 4th. They're looking around, nothing done. That's her 4th. Scarborough gets the foul. And that will send McBride to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, the 8th team foul on the Lady Rams. Free throw up and in by McBride. She has 4, and it's a 4-point lead, 34-30. 7:34 left in this one. McBride back to the line. Massac shot 6 free throws in the third quarter, and then Massac had to oh, wow. Okay. It's hard to not get the ball to the other team, and the other team's standing out of bounds and hits off of them, but they got it right. Whew. Mount Vernon down 4. These guys did the first game, and I bet they got the third game, and you shouldn't have to do 3 games in a row. Sanders left block shot up and in. Isha Sanders has 6. Mount Vernon back to within 2, 34-32. Up on the left side, that is Douglas. Back around top of the key to Horde. Massac against the man-to-man from Mount Vernon. Horde top of the key looks over. Massac will run their offense. Ball screen right elbow for Horde. Right corner. Bailey with it. Now go top of the key, swinging around from Clapp over on the left side to McBride inside. They go, and Clapp loses out of bounds. It should be Mount Vernon ball, and it is. First turnover on Massac County in the second half. WMIXSports.com. You'll have a scoreboard tonight and every night of the high school sports season from August till June. We'll have that up later as we update our Twitter at WMIX Sports all evening long with scores and stats and everything else we can come up with here in Southern Illinois. Layup up by Scarborough, miss. Rebound, Owens up. Oh, it doesn't go. Mount Vernon had a huge opportunity there for three-point play, but Hannah Owens will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and that foul's on Natalie Bailey, her first, team's 4th. Mount Vernon right now battling here in this one, down by 2, has a chance to tie if Hannah can make both free throws. Hannah's first free throw, no good, she'll get another. Centralia leads Effingham at the half, 19-13 at Salem. The winner of that game plays the winner of Mount Vernon Edwardsville, and the loser of that game plays the loser of Mount Vernon Edwardsville tomorrow night for third. Owens misses both free throws. Rebound goes to Massac County. Horde into the front court on the top of the key on the dribble. Guarded by Hayes. Horde down the lane. Goes to the rim. Shot good. Man, 4-point swing there for Massac County. She has 9. Back to a 4-point lead, 36-32. Ryan between the circles on the dribble. Left side, Peyton Hayes. Hayes, top of the key. Hannah Owens. 15-footer from the free throw line. Too strong. Rebound, Massac County. Lady Patriots run the other way. Left side comes Douglas. Left-hand shot, too strong off the iron. Backside rebound. That goes to Peyton Hayes, who got the rebound, rode the basketball down to the floor, bounced on it a couple of times, and Massac County has their 6th foul. And that will go on number 21, Summer Clapp. That's 4 on her. So right now, Massac County shooting free throws, but what will happen is Massac has to foul 2 more times for Mount Vernon to get to there. Across the timeline, right side, Owens, deep right wing. Running a 1-4 set to Sanders, left side to Ryan. Ryan has it on that left wing. Now to Micaiah Rush, top of the key, right side Scarborough. Scarborough into Owens on the right block. Caught it underneath. Fast tip stolen away. Out of bounds, it'll go to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon will have it underneath their own basket. 5:43 left to go in this one. Stay tuned for the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Scoring and stats and a player of the game. Backdoor inbounds pass. Claire Ryan off the screen. It's 36-34. Mount Vernon still down 2. Clapp top of the key. Close just like it was in November. Right side to Bailey. At the elbow on the dribble. Leaves it right wing. 3 on the way from Clapp off the mark. Not sure that's what Massac wanted. Ryan and Scarborough the other way on the run. Scarborough crosses over right wing. Gets knocked down to the floor. That's got to be a foul. McBride picks up her 2nd, and that'll be the 7th on the Lady Patriots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Lady Patriots. They beat me up there. The scoreboard's quick here. Side out of bounds, Rush. Rush in the corner to Scarborough, right corner. Scarborough 1 dribble, back to Rush. Now leaves it for Ryan between the circles. Ryan will reset the Mount Vernon offense against the man-to-man for the Lady Patriots. Ryan left side to Sanders. Sanders goes over to Scarborough at the block. Down the lane, shot blocked, rebound goes to Massac County. Lady Patriots coming the other way. Horde goes to the rim, around Ryan, shot no good, and then it drops. Well, that ball went around and looked like it was going out, and it stayed in the hole. Now it's back to a 38-34 lead with 4:50 to go in the game. Mount Vernon has been knocking on the door the entire game. Can't put together a couple stops and points as Sanders has it. Pass left wing to Rush. Lob pass tipped out Massac. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. Stay tuned for the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, scoring and stats, a Jeff Lana interview, and a player of the game as well. Breeze Central leads Jabot with 4:50 to go in the game at Nashville, 35-32. As that ball was thrown in and kicked out of bounds, Darren Kennard got it. Did not make the save, hit the post, so he did not give up the goal. Scarborough triggers box set, Mount Vernon. Scarborough looking, goes left to Sanders. Left block, cuts around to the right side to Scarborough at the right block. Her shot in traffic, off the iron, Rush up and in. Mount Vernon with a second chance. Micaiah Rush gets on the scoreboard for her first point. 38-36. Mount Vernon, that's a double dribble. Good call. That is a great call by the official, trailing the play. As the Massac player brought in the front court, got it caught in her jersey, kind of slowed down the dribble, stopped and dribbled, and McBride got caught. 38-36. Mount Vernon with a chance to tie or take the lead here on this possession. Ryan with it, man-to-man. Goes right wing to Hannah Owens. Owens holds above her head to Sanders. Top of the key, left wing to Claire Ryan. Ryan with it. Inside to Hannah Owens. Shot good. We're tied at 38. Hannah Owens has 9, and Mount Vernon has crawled back to a tie with 4 minutes to go in this one. Clapp goes on the left wing, top of the key, Douglas, ball on the ground. Bodies everywhere. Mount Vernon fights for it, jump ball. Lady Rams basketball, and that'll be a turnover. At the end of 3 quarters, Mount Carmel leads Goreville, and girls play 63-29. Tyra Buss has 47 of those. We have a timeout on the floor. That timeout brought to you by the Medicine Shop, located on 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Proud to sponsor the Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. Another score boys-wise. Corville leads AJ at the half, 36-34. That is at the West Frankfort tournament. Of course, rivalry night going around. Overtime seems to be the theme. We have some very close games at Nashville going on. Of course, the overtime game at Benton, the overtime game at Carmi, and then, of course, a close one at Salem. Triad, of course, going on. Massac County going on tonight. So a lot of games. Union County plays Massac, of course. In that one, Batuka-Tillman plays Meridian tonight at Massac. That will be an interesting game as well. Girls played El Dorado, of course, Corville, Mount Carmel going on right now. Highland Tournament had games as well. So busy night. Of course, it'll wrap up tomorrow, and then next week, of course, you have the GEC tournament. You have the SEC tournament going on, boys-wise. So midwinter tournaments will end then, and then when you turn the corner, basically, you head into the home stretch toward postseason over the next month. About a month from the night, in fact, 1A and 2A boys will be in regional final play, and girls will be at state tournament. That's how long the season's got left. Rush on the left wing, holds above her head, top of the key to Scarborough. Inside, Hannah Owens. Owens backdoor cut, Rush shot blocked, rebound, and what do we got? Late call foul, Rush will go line to shoot two, and Mount Vernon have an opportunity to take the lead. That foul is on Massac County's number 10, Jessica Douglas, her second, team 7. So at the line, Micaiah Rush with 3:39 to go in this one. Mount Vernon with an opportunity to take a lead for the first time in this one, and does. Micaiah has 3. 39-38 with 3:39 to go. Second free throw up, short. Oh, rebound goes to Massac County. This one barely drove iron. Clap into the front court on the dribble. Now to right, now to left, down the rim. Lead Massac County on the layup. Ford has 6 1/4, 13 in the game. It's a 1-point game. Back and forth we go. Ryan across the timeline on the dribble. Will dribble and go left side to Rush. Rush holds above her head, top of the key to Scarborough. Scarborough goes in the corner to Ryan. She goes baseline, cut off, back to Sanders. 15-footer for the lead up. No good. Rebound goes to Massac County. That foul is on Rush. Her 4th. And now we'll walk to the other end, and Massac will shoot some free throws with a 40-39 lead with 3:11 to go in this one. Stay tuned for the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Scoring and stats. Also, we'll pick a player of the game and also the interview with head coach Jeff Lonnen at the end of this one. First free throw, 1-1. Off the mark. Rebound, Mount Vernon. Sanders has it. Lost it. Jump ball coming. It'll go to Massac County. And Massac will keep the possession. Gotta wonder. Possession goes to Massac. What do we got? Sanders is okay. She went to the floor. Massac will trigger underneath her own basket. Hester will come in probably for Sanders. Sanders like, why take me out? Coach Lana wants to give her a break. And Sanders wants to be in the ball game. She's hustling off the bench, and Coach Lana talking to her. Inbounds pass, Clap, left block. She goes down the ground, stolen away, Micaiah Rush. The other way, up front, Claire Ryan up for the layup, up, no good, no foul called. Owens rebounds out of bounds, Massac County. It should be Mount Vernon basketball, and it is. Anytime right now this crew raises a hand, you have to wait a little bit. You never know. Hester will trigger, box set. Slap of the basketball. Hester looks in the left corner. Scarborough 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Weak side goes to Massac. Lady Patriots running to the front court. They get it to Bailey. Now they corral it as Clapp will pick up the dribble. Clapp leaves it for at the top of the key. Ooh, not a shot that Jeff Lana wanted from that three-point side. Left wing pass goes to Bailey on the wing. Bailey tries to split a double team, gets to the rim, throws up a shot, and gets called for a foul. Bailey will go line to shoot 2. Mount Vernon fouls. And that foul is on number 10, Claire Ryan, her second. Mount Vernon now over the 10-foul limit, so every foul the rest of the way has a two-foul shot. 2 free throws will be shot. How about that? Bailey makes the first. 41-39. Lady Rams down 2. Sanders will come in to next dead ball. That free throw's missed. Owens has the rebound for the Lady Rams. Owens gets it up to Ryan. She'll bring it in the front court with 2:30 to go. Ryan in the corner to Rush. Inside Owens. Pass tip, foul. Owens goes down. Let's see who the foul is on here. That foul is on number, Summer Clapp. That'll be her 5th. as the NBA mechanic was flashed where the numbers were put up. Summer Clapp fouls out for Massac with 4 points. Hannah Owens will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Mount Vernon down 41-39 with 2:29 to go in this one. And a tight one here at Carbondale. Free throw missed. Rebound goes to Massac County, and that is one that, golly, you wish you could have back. Massac with it down 2. Up 2 with a ball timeout, Keith Shelton. This timeout brought to you by the Medicine Shop, located on 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. They're proud to sponsor Lady Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. We'll get another scoreboard update in. More scores coming around. At the NIT tonight, Breeze Central beat Jabot 43-36. At Belleville East, Madison Prep beat McClure 74-52. Heron beat Johnson City 52-44 at West Frankfort. At the BIT in overtime, Oakville beat Carlisle 53-44. At Carmine in overtime, it was Mount Vernon 65, Fairfield 59. At the half at Salem, it's Centray over Effingham 19-13. Sparta, it was Murphy over DuQuoin 46-32. In girls play here at Carbondale, Collinsville beat Marion 49-38. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilk. Glad to help your family with all your insurance needs. Give his office a call or call him on the web at TonyWilk.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're constantly putting stuff up there, whether we're tweeting it or other people are tweeting it, as we try to keep you up to date on the sports world, all kinds of things going on. Here at Carbondale, 2:19 left to go in this one. Mount Vernon trails 41-39. Massac has the basketball side out of bounds coming in front of the visiting bleachers across the way. McBride will trigger near the South 7 logo, throws it in the backcourt to Clapp. Clapp will dribble into the front court for the Patriots. Clapp gets a ball screen high from Douglas. Now it goes right side. Down the lane, untouched, layup good. That was too easy. Ford got to the rim. She has 8 1/4, 15 in the game. 43-39, Mount Vernon down 4 with 2 minutes to go in this one. Ryan goes to the left wing, left corner to Rush. 2 dribbles, split the double team to the left block. Now throws it out, right elbow, Scarborough. Down the lane, jump stop, layup, good. Courtney Scarborough has 10 in the game, 43-41. Mount Vernon down by 2 with 1:40 to go in this one. Clap across the timeline between the circles. Left wing, the Bailey. Bailey holds it to waist. Bailey comes off a ball screen to the free throw line, leaves it past tip, recovered though by McBride, top of the key. McBride goes to the left side, dribble handoff to Clapp. She comes to the free throw line, looks right wing, goes to Bailey. Now off a ball screen to the right elbow, leaves it behind her for Clapp, and Massac will reset with 1:15 to go. Massac wanting to go 4 corners, it looks to me. Haven't seen this in a long time. They will spread the floor. Mount Vernon will have to play defense and or foul. And if they foul, Massac shoots 2 free throws. We go under a minute. Clapp goes down the lane, kicks it right corner, Coakley back out front. Massac running time. Who's going to have to give the foul? That's what Mount Vernon's got to decide as time runs 50 seconds. Clapp has it. She goes to the elbow, kicks it, and Massac will throw it back out top of the key. Clapp penetrates, throws it to the wing. They throw it back out top. Hannah Owens was going to give the foul. It does. That's intentional. Could have been intentional. I think they call that 2-minute minor for roughing on the puck in the NHL. And Clapp went down hard, and she is not getting up. And she's hurt an ankle here. She sit here and blow up. And they're calling out Keith Shelton as they try to get her up, and she can't put any weight on that left leg. And she is in some pain, so now she's going to have to go off the floor. And now somebody's going to have to shoot free throws for Massac County. So we're going to have to see how that all goes. And they will send number 24, Mackenzie Cowgill, to the line to shoot 2. And, boy, that hurts Massac. Horde goes out, and that's a free throw miss. So now Mount Vernon's only down 2 with 38 seconds to go. They only play 3. If they make it, and they do. Cowgill makes the second. It is a 3-point lead, 44-31, 36 seconds. Ryan loses his dribble in the backcourt. Picks it up, though. Has to get it across. Oh, got away with the double dribble and 10 seconds. Ryan down the lane, pass tip stolen away by Massac County. On the block, Massac is going to have to bring it up. Mount Vernon will have to foul. They give the foul. Scarborough LS fouled out with 10 points. That's an option that didn't have to happen, but it does. And that's 5 fouls. Boy, that's another option there for Jeff Lonan shooting a 3 and maybe to win at the end. But that will send Grayson McBride to the line to shoot 2. Peyton Hayes will check in for Scarborough, who fouls out with 10. First free throw up and in by McBride. That makes the score 45-41. It's a 4-point lead. Jeff Lonan will call a 30-second timeout. This timeout brought to you by the Medicine Shop, located at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Proud sponsor of Lady Rams once again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best of luck this 21.6 seconds to go. Mount Vernon trails 45-41. They will turn around and play at 10 a.m. tomorrow here at the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament against Collinsville. Pre-game of that will be at 9:45 on AM 940. Also online at WMIXsports.com. You'll be able to watch that. We'll have that on the AM. Tomorrow night, we're going to have the Mount Vernon Rams game, whether it's a third-place game or a first-place game at Salem. We're also going to have the Midland Trail Conference Tournament Championship tomorrow night. Woodlawn and Odin. Somehow we'll get those games on. We just don't know how or what yet, depending on times, outcomes, and everything else. And now McBride will go to the line with 21 seconds left. First, second free throw after timeout is nothing but net. 46-41. Mount Vernon down 5. Ryan across the timeline on the dribble to the left to the top of the key. Ryan goes to the right. Down the lane she comes. Throws up a shot. It's no good. Rebound up and in by Hannah Owens. Timeout, Mount Vernon. Hannah Owens now has 11. And it's 46-43 with 9.2 seconds. Who called the timeout? Now they're fighting over who called the timeout, Massac and Mount Vernon. Yeah, Keith Shelton's looking like, why would I call timeout? I'm up 3 with 9 seconds left. The whistle blew, and the referee looked at Massac. Another referee looked at Mount Vernon. They both looked at each other, and they said, Keith Shelton said, I didn't call it. I'm up by 3 with 9 seconds left. Anyway, this timeout brought to you by Medicine Shop, Dr. Eric Black, located at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Proud to sponsor the Rams once again, and the Lady Rams. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community. Wish the Rams the very best this season. 9.2 seconds left here in the game. Mount Vernon trails 46-43. They will have to either try to steal the inbounds pass, and if they don't, we'll have to give a quick foul. Remember, on the FM side, and at 8:15, the pregame from Mount Vernon and Edwardsville, and then the opening tip at 8:30 on 94.1 FM and online at WMIXsports.com. Tomorrow morning here on AM 940, the Saturday Sports Show. From 8:08 a.m. it'll be to 9:45 a.m. tomorrow. Will be preempted by the pregame of the Lady Rams game here at Carbondale. Lots of guests lined up already, coaches, and we also have the executive director of the SIJHSAA, Greg Hale, will be on the show as the road to Wren Lake began the day for Class M teams. Class S and L tomorrow. They'll play all through next week at Wren Lake, and then the boys will follow soon after that. 9.2 seconds left to go. Mount Vernon trails 46-43. Massac inbounds, length of the floor to go. They get it into the backcourt, up the left side. Mount Vernon can't give a foul. That is McCowgill. Cowgill gives off to number 10, Jessie Douglas. She's fouled. She'll go line and shoot 2. So she has to miss both. Mount Vernon has to get the rebound, get it up the floor, and get a quick 3 in order to tie this game up. If she makes one here, it's all she wrote for this one. Cut and dry here on WMIX. We tell you the way it is. First free throw is up and good. Massac will go to 2-0 in this tournament, 12-5 on the year. Mount Vernon's going to drop to 9-6 overall and 1-1 in the tournament. Second free throw short. Rebound to Mount Vernon unless Massac fouls. Three-pointer at the horn goes in by Clara Ryan, and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams will lose 47-46. The three-pointer from half court went in, but it's 1 point short. And because of that, Mount Vernon will lose tonight to Massac 47-46. We'll take a break and come back. here on the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, scoring and stats, and interview with Jeff Lonnet. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple of hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has a free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, money pass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today for details on how to get your free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Midsize, full size, we have every size vehicle to suit your automotive needs without draining your bank account. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Chrysler has it all with the savings you deserve. The award-winning Chrysler 300 is without question one of the most innovative and luxurious full-size cars on the road today. If you need a little less size but do not want to sacrifice luxury, I recommend the Chrysler 200 Limited. You still have the luxury feel and sleek design with the fuel mileage that keeps you away from the pump. Both models boast a $4,000 rebate. Now that's savings you cannot pass up. See how you can live the life of luxury and talk to one of our sales associates at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois. And don't forget, you can view all of our inventory online at KingCityChryslerCenter.com.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy offers convenience and great service, all for the same cost. Our pharmacy staff is so helpful. They're always ready to answer any questions you may have. You'll never wait hours for your prescription. We'll get you in and out in just minutes. Or, for added convenience, use one of our 2 drive-through windows. For those folks who prefer to stay home, our delivery service will bring the medications to your front door or your workplace. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black to tell you more.
Home delivery does make us stand out from the crowd. Independents like the Medicine Shop offer home delivery. People find that so convenient, and not just seniors, but also busy professionals. Delivery to work or to their home once they get home in the evenings is just a service that sets us apart from our competition, absolutely.
It's so easy to transfer your prescriptions. All it takes is a phone call from you, and we'll take care of the rest. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy accepts Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many other 90-day plans. The Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
Final score here at Carbondale, the Midwinter Tournament Game 2 of night number 2. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams fall by 1 point to Massac County, 47-46. Danny Czerwinski here in Carbondale welcoming you back to the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Scoring and stats are as follows. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams 18 of 31 from two-point range, 58%. 2 of 9 for the arc for 22. They go 20 of 40 from the field in the game for 50%. Massac County 13 of 30 for 43% from two-point range. They did not hit a 3. The Lady Patriots go 13 of 36 from the field for 36%. Mount Vernon was 4 of 10 from free throw line for 40%. Massac County was 21 of 33 for 64%. The Lady Patriots shot 23 more free throws than Mount Vernon and made 17 more than they made, and made 11 more than Mount Vernon shot. Rebounds went to Mount Vernon, 35-22. Turnovers, Mount Vernon 16. Massac County had 9. The Massac County Lady Patriots led scoring tonight by Emily Horde with 15, Jesse Douglas at 12, Grayson McBride 6, Mackenzie Cowgill 6, Summer Clapp 4, Jessica Coakley 2, and Natalie Bailey had 1. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they were led in scoring tonight by Hannah Owens with 11, Claire Ryan with 10, Courtney Scarborough with 10, Miriam Hester with 6, and Aisha Sanders had 6 points for the Lady Rams, who go down in defeat tonight 47-46. In a game they were in most of the time, did not lead till about 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And unfortunately for Mount Vernon, we're not able to hold on to that lead as Massac County was able to battle back made some free throws down the stretch. And at the end, a three-pointer by Claire Ryan that went in at the horn at the half line, of course, got the game to 1. But it wasn't enough as Mount Vernon falls tonight by a final score of 47-46. The Lady Rams will return to action tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as they will take on the Collinsville K-Hawks. The KILB game will be at 10 a.m. here on AM 940 and also online at WMIXsports.com where you can watch that game and hear from Carbondale at WMIXsports.com here from the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament, and that will wrap things up here at Carbondale. Some scores as we wait for Jeff Lonnon to come out from the locker room as we wait for some scores. And we'll tell you some scores. The boys play at Nashville. Bree Central beat Jabot 43-36. Belleville East, it was Madison Prep over McClure 74-52 at West Frankfort. Heron beat JC 52-44. At the BIT in overtime, Oakville beat Carlisle 53-44. At Carmine overtime, Mount Vernon, Indiana beat Fairfield 65-59. At Sparta, Murphy beat DuQuoin 46-32. And that will tell you the scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilkes State Farm Insurance. Jeff Lonnon's on his way up. We'll wait for him here on the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Of course, tonight at 8:15, the Mount Vernon Rams will begin pregame on FM as they get ready for the Edwardsville Tigers as they play along, and they play in that Salem Invitational Tournament semifinal round game at B.E. Gum Gym in Salem. Jeff Lonnon has made his way up here to our broadcasting area. We await. Coach Lonnon will put on the headset. It's okay. Here we go. Here. There you go. Jeff Lonnon joins us. Coach, tough one. I'll let you give your thoughts on the game first of all.
Really, two pretty good teams, just two good defenses. Not a lot available out there in terms of free points. Everything you had to work for, I think on both ends of the floor, we made them work and they made us work. And I think in the end, those games like that come down to the little things. And, that of course, is, turnovers and missed free throws and things of that nature. And honestly, we missed too many free throws. And I think they shot the ball very well from the line. I haven't seen it, but I know enough from sitting there watching it that, what they shoot,
21 of 33.
And what were we?
You were 4 of 10.
Yeah. Well, when it's a free throw discrepancy of that much and you only lose by one, not going to say anything. I think that we tried very hard to spread the floor and get some fouls called and drive it, because I was very well aware of the team foul situation in the first half and the second half. But we got up on the board, got it to 7 there later, and got in the bonus. But it really hurt us in the first half. They spent so much time at the line, and we didn't. So, but that's basketball, and it's just the way it goes. I mean, look. We got to make the free throws we did shoot, and if we make 1 or 2 more of them, we're still either playing or we win. So you got to look at it that way.
You look at your team, and I thought did a very good job of battling back. It seemed like they were running up the down escalator, down 2, down 4, down 6, battle back, took a lead there in the fourth quarter. And you had players step up. I mean, Miriam Hester off the bench with 6 points. Did a great job for you coming in and giving you time and minutes and production from players that had to sit out with foul trouble.
Yeah, and we had foul trouble galore tonight. We just had so much foul trouble, and it's very hard to guard them whenever you're in foul trouble because, they're going to drive it at you, and they're going to try to get you, fouled out of the game. And we were a victim of that a few times where we kind of had to step back and just let them go. The problem is that Horde is the X factor for them. And everybody knows it, and without Horde, they're a whole different basketball team. I don't know, she's uncanny. I don't know how many she had, but
Horde had 15.
Yeah, Horde gets 15, a quiet 15, and every one of them was dribble driving it to the basket, get fouled or laying it in. And we got to do a better job. You got to stop the ball. I mean, we said, believe it or not, we talked about Horde yesterday. And the thing I told them was, I could pull it out of my notes, was Horde is a driver, and Horde is going to try to get fouled. And we repeated that over and over in practice. It's not like we didn't know it was coming. We had every one of those kids I think, in my mind, pretty well scouted to their strengths. McBride's a shooter. Douglas is a shooter, and she's going to be strong around the basket. She's a little unorthodox, because I think she shoots right-handed, and her strong hand's left. And then we thought Clapp we could lay off of, and Isha was going to kind of take her and lay off, and all of a sudden Isha's got 3 fouls before we know it. So now all of a sudden we're out of our defensive matchups because Isha's in trouble, and Courtney's getting posted up by Douglas, which I didn't expect. And Hannah's got to go take Douglas. Next thing you know, McBride's got Courtney on her, and now Courtney's at a height disadvantage from a great three-point shooter. These are all things that just happen, Danny, and they're happening so fast down there that you're just trying to keep up. And Massac just does that to you. I mean, they just have kids who are very athletic and who can play, and that's been their program for years.
Final question, because you got a quick turnaround, you got to get on a bus ride home, come back here by 10. How do you put it out of the kids' heads and get back to it? Because it's a quick turnaround. I mean, you're here in less than 12, just over 12 hours.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Massac's beat us twice now, and they're in our regional. And Keith said this to me. Coach Shelton said this to me. He put his arms on me. He said, I don't know how, we're going to beat you a third time if we have to play you. And he's right. That's very, very hard to beat somebody 3 times that you played, that you're so evenly matched with. And I told the kids in the locker room, I just said, look, everybody's got to figure out one thing they did in this game tonight that cost us 2 points. And everybody did something tonight that cost us 2 points. But that's all we need. We just need somebody to fix that, and we win this basketball game. I'm looking forward to it. If we get to face them again, it's going to be another epic battle. It'll be in a regional contest, and I think if there's a silver lining to losing, that's 2 now for them and none for us, and that becomes real hard. Come regional time when you're them.
Well, we'll let you go. We know you got a long trip. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show at 8:50. Thanks for coming up, and after a tough one, we appreciate you coming up here, win, lose, or draw every time.
All right. Thanks, Danny.
Yep. Steph Lonan, head coach of the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, join us. Let's take our final break. We'll come back, and I'll pick a player of the game and get out of here from Carbondale. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Find us on Facebook. This is Lady Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Final score tonight here at Carbondale. The Alberta Lady Rams lose by 1 to Massac County, 47-46. Penny Czerwinski here, our player of the game. And I have to go with someone who gave some productive minutes off the bench, did a lot of good things in a stretch in the late first half that did a good job for Mount Vernon, is Miriam Hester. She is our player of the game. She had 6 points off the bench, did a very good job defensively as well here in a loss for the Lady Rams. Mount Vernon will return to action in their final game tomorrow morning of this midwinter tournament here at Carbondale. They'll take on Collinsville. Pregame at 9:45 on AM 940. You can watch it live at WMIXsports.com. Opening tip at 10 a.m. with Chris Hugo down here at Carbondale. Of course, in about 8 minutes on the FM side, it'll be the Mount Vernon Rams and the Edwardsville Tigers in the pregame. Chris Hugo and Jared Shaner on the call on the FM. Of course, no video at Salem. WMIXsports.com. We remind you, you can listen to the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow morning on AM 940 online at WMIXsports.com. As Jeff Lynon will be a guest, as will Scott Gamber. We'll have the executive director of the SIJHSAA, Greg Hale, on as well. We'll have Darren Kennard from Channel 3, who's here tonight. We'll have Andy Sloan, who was here tonight from Benton. He's going to be here as well on the Saturday Sports Show from 8:08 to 9:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm going to get out of here. Mount Vernon loses tonight to Massac County 47-46. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports for the latest updates from around the world, and, of course, the scoreboard tonight at WMIXsports.com of all the scores from around Southern Illinois. Mount Vernon loses 47-46. For Avery Barton, I'm Denny Czerwinski. Thank you for listening, and Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams Basketball from WMIX Sports. Lady Rams Basketball on WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Lady Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams Basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Ren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, All Stars and Stitches, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXSports.com. Now back to regular programming on the legendary WMIX.
You started